Hello you guys and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Emily Freybler. So today's video, I'm going to be reviewing a new foundation. I'm going to be doing a first impressions. I've never used this foundation before. Doing a wear test throughout the day. It is 9:10 a.m. right now. So I'm going to wear it as long as possible, see how it wears. And the foundation we're going to be reviewing today is the Flower Get Real Serum foundation. So this came out a while ago, but I have never tried it, and I thought it'd be fun to try a serum foundation, especially because I really like BB creams and stuff like that. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started with this video. Okay, so what really intrigued me is that this is a serum foundation. It comes in a beautiful glass bottle like this, and it's supposed to be a light to medium buildable coverage. So it should build on the skin. I got the shade Warm Beige. You get a standard fluid ounce in this. Comes in a pump bottle, which I also really like about this. I hate when foundations are in a glass bottle like this and you have to pour it out. It's just like such a waste of product, and it gets really messy and it's just no fun. So I like that this comes in a pump. The one downside of this foundation, since it is more of a drugstore foundation, it is $15, which is pretty pricey for a foundation. Like in comparison, the BB cream that I love from CoverGirl, the Clean Matte BB cream, is right around $6. So this is definitely a lot more than that, but we'll see if it, you know, kind of lives up to the price tag. So in the shade range at Ulta, there are 18 colors. This is a $15 foundation. Like I said, I actually purchased mine at CVS. Ulta, it says that you can get it only online, but I did get it from CVS in store. So I would say just kind of check around your local drugstores. It says this foundation is hydrating, light as air formula that provides a natural coverage for healthy looking skin. So that's kind of like my goal anyway right now, is I just love like healthy looking skin. Since my skin is a lot better than it used to be, I don't have as many blemishes. I like to just kind of use more of a natural finish foundation instead of like intense full coverage. The other thing it is it says, like I said, light to medium buildable coverage, hydrating formula that doesn't settle into fine lines for healthy looking skin. This is a vegan formula, and it's again supposed to be like more of a weightless hydrating feel to it. It says to shake well, and you can apply it either way you want, like with a brush or a sponge. So let's see how liquidy this is first. I get the shade Warm Beige. I don't know if I said that. So here's what the foundation looks like on the back of my hand. It is definitely a little bit runny, and it probably will be a good shade match. So first, I'm gonna do a brush on this side, at least to apply it. I have a feeling I'll either like this with my hands or a sponge. I'm not usually a brush type of person, but we'll try it. So far, it feels very weightless. Also, if you notice that my eyebrows are kind of orange, I dyed them and then used self-tanner, and they kind of turned my eyebrows orange. So right off the bat, it's definitely very glowy. Do you see that? Wow. There is some real glow to it. Has pretty much, like it says, light medium coverage. I can build it up to like medium over these little marks. Okay, I'm really liking how it looks on the skin. It looks very skin-like, which is a plus for me. What I'm gonna do for this other side, I'm doing 2 pumps. See how liquidy it is? That's good, because it's a serum foundation. So I'm gonna dot it on the skin on this side and then go in with a sponge. I like to dot runnier foundations on the skin or spread them with a brush first and then go in with a sponge, so you're not having the sponge just directly soaking up the product. Oh yeah. It's like a medium coverage so far, but it like surprisingly blends in with the skin and covers pretty well off the bat for such a lightweight feel. Wow, it really does look like skin though. Holy moly, that looks like skin. Wow. Like, it's not covering the greatest, but that's one little layer. I almost want to, let me try something. I'm gonna take some on my fingers. just, you know, experimenting. That's like what I like to do on these first impressions. Kind of experiment with different techniques of how to apply the foundation. Okay, fingers I feel like won't be the answer. My preferred method is probably dotting it on the skin first and then going in with a sponge. Since this is such a lightweight foundation and like more of a buildable coverage, it's not going to cover all of these like little blemishes. It's definitely going to conceal them. But so far I really like how the shade is looking. I love that it looks like skin. The one thing I will say, if you're oily, this probably is not going to be for you because it is very, very, very hydrating. My skin lately has been more like normal. So I'm probably going to make sure to powder pretty good over this. But wow, this looks so pretty. I feel like on mature skin, this would probably be amazing because it's like a lightweight finish and it's just very glowy. And it kind of makes the face look plump, which I feel like was their goal of a serum foundation. So here it is, nice and close. Let's put a little bit of concealer underneath the eyes. And just to kind of highlight the face. This is the e.l.f. Camo Hydrating Concealer, or Hydrating Camo Concealer. I'm just showing you how the concealer looks on top of the foundation, and then I'll finish the rest of my makeup and show you the finished product, and then do some check-ins throughout the day. All right, so the concealer worked great on top. I just always like to try it and make sure because sometimes some formulas just don't want to work well together. And so yeah, those ones worked beautifully. Now I'm going to use the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Translucent Setting Powder with my Real Techniques Miracle Powder Sponge. I just will dab it in there and then set the face. If I were to wear this like to dinner or something, I would probably take a like color concealer that's very close to the foundation and conceal these blemishes so that I still get that like super skin-like look, but get a little bit more full coverage. For daytime, I don't really care if you can see a tiny bit of blemishes and stuff like that, so I'm not going to cover it up. But yeah, that's just kind of my preference. I'm going to go finish the rest of my makeup and then I will show you guys the finished product. All right, you guys, this is the finished makeup. I think it looks great with the foundation. A few notes that I will say, it did, after I powdered my nose, settle into like the cracks there. And then also the pores kind of like here and here, and then my chin are a little bit more visible like after I powdered. That could be just the powder and the foundation. I don't really know. I didn't use any primer, so that could also be part of the thing, but we'll see how this wears throughout the day. So far, I really, really love the finish of it. I think it just looks absolutely gorgeous, especially if you're someone with dry skin. I think you would love this foundation because it's so dewy and glowy. It would be a great foundation for like the winter time. If you get dry skin in the winter too, if you aren't normally completely dry. So yeah, this is what it looks like. So I will check in with you guys throughout the day. It is 9:34 right now. So yeah, I'll let you know how this wears throughout the day. Hello, you guys. So I'm just holding my camera because I wanted to show you in natural lighting what this is looking like. Hold on one second. Let me get the exposure correct. So it's only been like 9:30, 3 hours, 3.5 hours, and it's already not looking good. I've been sitting on calls in my office for a while. It's actually getting pretty warm in here. And I'm not loving how it's looking around this area. Obviously, I put glasses on, and I'm always going to get lines and stuff, but let me show you. So we're getting real close and personal right now. I don't know if you can tell here, but it is starting to kind of like settle and separate on my chin and like right around here. And that usually happens with foundations like this on me, just for the fact that I think it's too glowy. Like I said, my face is a little bit more like normal. I wouldn't say I'm like that oily anymore. But yeah, it's like not looking the best right now. And it's only been 3 hours. So we'll see how the rest of the day goes. All right, so it's now 2:40 and I did blot my face with a sponge to help with like the oiliness or whatever. And that seems to have worked actually pretty dang well. I don't know if you can tell. I feel like it doesn't look as bad as it did a little bit ago when I filmed at like 1 something. So I don't know. There might be hope for this. The only problem is I'm going to be working outside and sanding down a dresser. So I'm going to have to put a mask on just for all like the sawdust and whatever. So like I don't know how this foundation is going to do. We'll see. It's probably going to be messing up quite a bit. So far, the things I do like, let's just nail that down, are like the lightweight feel of it and the dewiness. If you do have dry skin, I think you would love this foundation. For someone who's oily, definitely stay away from it. But I feel like I could try this out with like a mattifying primer and a pore filling primer, like the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer, and it would probably work pretty dang good on my skin. So I will definitely like update you guys in future videos if I like it still or not. But I just wanted to give you a heads up that like I'll still probably wear it for the next couple of hours, but it might just like get really messed up just because of the fact that I'm going to be wearing a mask and stuff, and be outside in like 80-degree weather versus like sitting in an office. So anyway, that's about it for this update. All right, you guys, it is 4:48 right now, and I'm just going to call this a day. I put it on at like 9:30. I know that's not like a full day, but honestly, I can't stand it anymore. And I'm gonna go work on sanding that dresser. So I really don't want to film after this because I'm already sweating. I don't know if you can tell. And it's like separating and stuff. So this is not a hot weather foundation unless you have extremely dry skin. It is very glowy and it just doesn't work in the heat for me. It doesn't work for me. So that's really a bummer. I really want to love this foundation because like I said, it looks like skin and I love that. I'm still going to play around with it with mattifying primers and stuff like that. And maybe when the weather cools down, I'll like it more. But right now when it's 84 outside and I'm sweating, it's not working for me. So that's that with the foundation. I hope you liked this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel. Let me know any other products that you want me to review down in the comments below. And if you like this foundation, put it in the comment section because I would really like to hear your experience with it if you do like this foundation. So anyway, I will see you guys in a video very, very soon. Bye.